Hi guys! Today's job I'm going to be ripping off all the carpet on our walls in the van. It's got some really dried up, horrible sort of musty dust underneath it, hence the mask and the very stylish hat. So I will give you some more video updates of how we're getting on.
You can't quite see it in this angle, but here I'm taking down the carpet on the walls with a penknife. I was totally right about the dust. It was really thick and quite suffocating at times. Our van's got carpeted walls the whole way through, so it was quite a long process to cut and just rip these down. We also had to undo some screws where parts of the screws were into the van and panelled. You can see us using an electric drill to make that a bit quicker. There's that lovely yellow musty stuff on the end. When we took off all the grey carpet, we could see just how many holes there were in the van that would need stuffing full of insulation to keep it nice and warm. You can see just slightly in the corner size there, and he's measuring out the last bit of the floor around the wheel arches. Cutting around the wheel arches was one of the trickiest parts of the floor build, but we were able to make quite a good template that we could use on the other side once we'd done the first. I definitely recommend using some sort of mould when you're going around some of the finer curves in your van, as for us that was quite a challenge. There we can see the last bit of floor that's now just going to be cut into shape. Excuse the slight bugger up with the jigsaw. We finally got the jigsaw working, and this is a sped up version of how we cut out the wheel arch. After some careful deliberation, we found that we were satisfied with how this one went around the wheel arch, and then it was time to tackle the second one. Si started measuring it up, while me and the little man filled some of the holes with some insulation. So our fun time of insulating the walls has just begun. Put in all of this stuff which we kindly got donated, and it's going to be showing right down in these holes. Whilst I was busy measuring out the floors, I continued to stuff all of this into the holes. My one tip to anybody who's insulating their van is to get more of this wool stuff than you can possibly imagine you would ever need. We were lucky that we were donated 6 bin liners full. We thought that would be absolutely plenty, but the reality is we haven't even insulated half of the van yet, and we've already smashed through all of it. Over the weekend, we're hoping to go to B&Q and get some more so we can finish some of the holes in the top of the van that you can see above my head. It's really important to make sure you get quite deep down and stuff the insulation in really tight. The other thing we're going to do is get some of the spray expanding foam to get into some of the smaller nooks and crannies that we weren't able to get in with the loft insulation. getting right into those nitty-gritty holes. All of the bits that we managed to insulate, we taped up with some insulation tape. We were pretty pleased at how we managed to get in around the wheel arches, and what we'll be doing is stuffing the small gaps between the wheel arch and the subfloor with extra foam insulation. We taped it over and we were good to go. So that's all for today, guys. That was us doing our subfloor and starting on our insulation. Next, I think we're going to be looking at building up the walls even further and ripping out our ceiling. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like and leave us a comment if you've got any questions. Thanks very much. Bye.